Difference between transformational leadership, transactional leadership, and laissez-faire leadership. What is transformational leadership? Transformational leadership is a leadership style in which the leader inspires and motivates employees to achieve a common goal. Transformational leaders frequently embody their vision and believe in it so deeply that they may inspire others to do the same. This type of leader attends to the needs of his followers, sets an example for them, and includes them in decision-making. To properly build his style, a transformational leader must possess a foundation of transactional qualities. Example of a transformational leader. Elon Musk is a modern-day example of a transformational leader. His company SpaceX was the first commercial spaceflight company to launch a crewed spacecraft into space. He is famously quoted as saying, "Failure is not an option. If things fail, you are not innovating." Types of transformational leadership. Intellectual stimulation. Individualized consideration. Inspirational motivation. Idealized influence. Let's study them in detail. Intellectual stimulation. Intellectual stimulation entails creating a supportive environment at work that encourages employees to be more creative, take on tough jobs, and participate in decision-making. Individualized consideration. An individually considerate leader respects each employee as a distinct individual, with respect for their differences, devotes time to coaching people, and acknowledges their accomplishments with ongoing feedback. Inspirational motivation. Inspirationally motivating leaders have high expectations, and they strive to inspire and motivate their followers by changing their attitudes in order to accomplish their leaders' visions and expectations. Idealized influence. The leader with idealized influence is trusted and respected by his followers because he acts righteously, takes calculated risks, and sets an example for them. What is transactional leadership? Transactional leadership is a process in which employees' needs are identified and rewards are provided in exchange for expected performance. Transactional leadership motivates employees through a reward and punishment approach. At the start of a project, clear goals are established and everyone is told of the rewards for meeting those goals, as well as the consequences for failing to do so. This give and take leadership style can encourage staff while increasing productivity and satisfaction, as long as the objectives are clear and attainable. Example of transactional leadership. A sales manager launches a quarterly sales campaign and sets a clear goal: each team member must close 15 deals by the end of the quarter. At the start, the manager clearly communicates that those who meet or exceed this target will receive a cash bonus and public recognition during the monthly meeting. However, those who fail to meet the goal may lose eligibility for flexible working hours or receive a formal performance warning. This reward and punishment system motivates employees to focus on the goal, knowing exactly what is expected and what they stand to gain or lose. Because the objectives are clearly defined and achievable, team members are more likely to stay engaged and productive throughout the campaign. Types of transactional leadership. Passive transactional leadership. Active transactional leadership. Contingent style. Let's study them in detail. Passive transactional leadership implies that status will remain unchanged unless anything goes wrong. In this scenario, a leader adopting passive management by exception will take activities that frequently have negative consequences. Active transactional leadership entails a contact between leader and follower that emphasizes a more positive trait, such as providing appropriate rewards when followers achieve goals. This allows the leader to focus on acceptable successes and enhance the follower's drive. Contingent style. The leader focuses on establishing the rules, and requirements for the followers, and then compensates them for completing the duties. What is laissez-faire leadership? Laissez-faire leadership is defined as a non-directive, passive, and inactive style. Leaders of this approach believe that personal motivations and beliefs drive followers to action. In this style, the leader establishes a few principles for dealing with organizational challenges before delegating them to subordinates. To assign work, the leader must have a thorough understanding of his followers' levels of expertise, competency, and integrity. This style enables the follower to fully utilize their talents and abilities. It is more effective when utilized with mature and autonomous employees, but it is generally not an effective or productive approach. The risks come when the leader makes a mistake in selecting the appropriate staff to complete the delegated tasks. Example of laissez-faire leadership. A small software startup's founder uses a laissez-faire leadership style, hiring skilled, self-motivated developers and designers. After giving broad guidelines and a deadline, he steps back, giving the team full autonomy. While this freedom allows innovation and showcases individual strengths, the lack of direction and coordination results in misaligned goals, delays, and an inconsistent user experience. The approach fosters creativity, but ultimately reduces overall effectiveness due to insufficient oversight. Difference between transformational leadership, transactional leadership, and laissez-faire leadership. Approach. Transformational leadership is proactive and visionary. Transactional leadership is directive and performance-based. Laissez-faire leadership is non-directive and inactive. Employee motivation. Transformational leadership is driven by purpose, support, and personal growth. Transactional leadership is driven by clear incentives and consequences. Laissez-faire leadership relies on employees' internal motivation without active leadership input. Effectiveness. Transformational leadership increases well-being, creativity, commitment, and job satisfaction. Transactional leadership is effective when goals are clear and accountability is needed. Laissez-faire leadership is generally ineffective, may cause stress, confusion, and low productivity. Research findings. Transformational leadership has strong positive effects on employee mental health, creativity, and job satisfaction. Transactional leadership helps in adopting structured practices, complements transformational style. Laissez-faire leadership is linked to reduced effort, satisfaction, and perceived leadership efficiency. Leader's role. Transformational leadership actively engages with employees, provides vision and feedback. Transactional leadership monitors performance, sets clear goals, and rewards. Laissez-faire leadership avoids decision-making and engagement with team. Best fit for. Transformational leadership is best for dynamic environments, needing innovation and employee engagement. Transactional leadership environments need structure, clarity, and measurable performance. Laissez-faire leadership is best for small teams of skilled, autonomous professionals. Healthcare application. Transformational leadership is encouraged to improve employee satisfaction and patient outcomes. Transactional leadership is recommended in balance with transformational style for successful change. Laissez-faire leadership is not suitable for large institutions like hospitals or health systems.